boom assembly, take one.
Today we're going to go over installing the STREAMLINE boom head onto a STREAMLINE boom. And it's probably the same for most any other brand of boom you would install it on. The first thing is to have your boom set up somewhat like it is here, to where it's held really firm while you're doing the assembly operation. And if you don't have a clamp and a board like we see, and a pad like we see here, you could have a friend hold it onto a table and accomplish the same thing. And it starts with the boom head itself, and then the two S pieces that will be clamping the boom head on, and the 4 urethane bushings that go between the boom head and the carbon boom, the 4 screws and nuts to attach it, and the anti-seize marine grease to put on the screws before you put it on, and the wrench itself. Now that you have the boom solid for assembly and right side up, you're ready to put the pieces together to get ready to install the head. The step one is to put the urethanes, snap each of the 4 urethanes, 2 into the head and 2 into the S caps. We have one done on each, so we're going to show you how you just push it in there with your thumb, perfectly centered, and amazingly enough they stick in place like this. So that's how you do the S cap, and then here's how you do the frame. The key thing here is to keep it perfectly centered. And so the next step is to prepare the screws with anti-seize grease. And we already have 3 ready, and so we're going to show you how to do one. The first thing you want to do is get a couple paper towels around, because this stuff wants to get on everything. The best way we found is to hold the screw with the wrench itself upwards so it stays on, and then you pop one end of the straw off of the grease tube, get some grease on the screw, and then you can smooth it around a little bit with your finger, and then go straight for the paper towel. And then go ahead and just lay all your grease screws onto a paper towel, and we'll show you how to put the boom head on the boom. The next step now is to put the screws into the S caps in preparation to finish the installation. And you can either pick them up with your fingers or whatever it takes. You're going to need a paper towel. And in the end, if there's grease anywhere, you can wipe it off. It's nothing that it's going to hurt anything. In the end, it really helps to install the heads, and if you ever were to need to take it off, it would help. Okay, now we're going to put the head on, or hold the head in position, and you want the ends of the levers to point towards the D on the boom grip, like he's showing. And keep in mind that there's 2 little bumps on the inside of the carbon fiber that are there to hold the boom on center when we're all done and for the life of the boom. So go ahead and put it on in the position. It doesn't matter right now if it's in perfect position. And now make sure each of the S's are right side up. Otherwise you lose a lot of points for coolness. And you just nestle it on a little bit at a time, each one. If you have a friend here for this stage, it can really help you out. So you get them all 4 screws started in their holes, and you see what he's doing. He's pushing it together, and then right now you can push in 1 screw with the wrench and hold the nut in place behind. And we're just going to get each nut started. Just get each nut threaded just a little bit, just like halfway into the nut. And there it looks like he has 1. And now get the rest started that amount. And now that all your screws have been just started, it's the time to make sure the boom head is straight and centered on the two bumps on the inside of the carbon. And once it's all set, you're ready for your tightening sequence, which we recommend doing one rotation. Continue until the S-caps come together with the frame of the boom head itself. Everything should come together with no gap. When you're setting the boom up, you can actually install the head two different directions, but what we call the correct direction is to make sure the levers close pointing towards the D on the STREAMLINE logo, just like you can see. Thanks for watching the video today. This is David Dominy, the owner of STREAMLINE Windsurfing, and be sure and keep in touch with us at streamline.us or on Facebook. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Go windsurfing.